Hello and welcome to another one of my quick bun tutorials. This is another one of the lazy wrap variations. This is the shell bun, I believe it is called. Now I've put mine on the side because I think it looks really nice on the side. Presents a very nice picture and it's really easy. This is one of the easiest buns to decorate. You can decorate it with almost anything. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so the shell bun that I prefer to wear is a side bun. I don't particularly like it in the middle of my head, but there's no reason that you can't wear it in the middle of your head. So what you'll need is 2 sticks. You can either use 2 sticks that are the same, or one that's more decorative and one that's plain, or 2 decorative ones. I only have one of these sticks. I do prefer to use a longer stick for the first bit, so for the actual lazy wrap nautilus I prefer to use this bit, and for the shell bit I use this, and that's going to make a lot more sense when I've shown you what I'm doing. The other thing that you can have is little flowers, and this is one of the hairstyles that lends itself really well to having flowers in it, as you saw in the introduction that I showed you. Okay, so as usual, just brushing the hair out. Now my hair's mostly brushed out, so that's why I'm not doing it properly. Just brush it to approximately where you want the bun to be. I like to have it quite far back because it is going to poke forwards, and I don't particularly like things right on the side of my head. I like it to be sort of, I suppose I said it was the side bun, off-centre bun. Okay, and now we're going to do the lazy wrap, so I'll turn and show you that. Again, over the finger, over the thumb to make the loop around the base, and then we put the stick through where your finger and your thumb is. The trick to this one is to make sure that that loop is actually quite loose, because we're going to splay it over the rest of the bun. Okay. Now I prefer to have this loop going down and splay upwards, but you can make the loop go up. So essentially this means that when it's got my finger, it's going over my finger, over my thumb, so the loop's down, and I'm wrapping forwards. Tuck the ends in as usual, position the bun, and then I'm using my decorative or larger hair stick. Both of yours are the same size, it doesn't really matter. Be careful how far you push it through if you've got a longer stick. To show you where it is on the back, I like to test it just by putting my head back a little bit, because otherwise you might actually push the stick out more every time you push your head back, and it'll irritate the back of your neck, which is quite annoying. So I've got my second stick. Now I'm going to take this loop here. This is where it helps if it's a little bit loose, and I'm just going to pull the edge of it over like that. Nice voluminous bun actually, because this bit is kind of bouncy. I love the bouncy. And then I'm just going to put this through the other side. I'll turn around so you can see that. Now, if this doesn't feel secure enough, you can always put some extra clips in it, and you could just put grips along. If you push this over, and if you put grips where the hair stick is inserted, you won't see them, and so if you wanted it to be more like this, you could put them like that, or you can just pull my hair over to the other side and just put the stick out, secure it in, and it will stay splayed like that. You don't need the extra clips, it's only if you want a more specific look. I'm sure you could make it into a little S-bend if you wanted to, just by clipping it, or you could take half of it all the way over. You can put an extra fork in it if you feel it's not quite secure enough. And what I was saying about the length of the sticks is that this second stick is only just long enough, if you look. Yeah. And that's fine, but if your first stick is too short, when you flip the hair over, when you splay it over the rest of the bun, what will happen is, instead of just forming a sort of spread, it's just going to switch over to the other side. It'll work its way around the edge of the stick, which is one of the reasons I like the decorative ones, because they often have a little thicker end at the top, so I can push that in quite a long way and the hair isn't going to splay over that. Okay, so now you could always put some decoration in, some flowers or beading if you would like. This would be a really nice style to have a couple of sticks that you've got beads or gems or something on like that, or you could just leave it very simple. You could wear it every day, you could wear it to work. Again, it's a quick bun. No one would ever believe that you only spent 30 seconds on your hair. It stays really well, and again, because it's quite loose, or it feels quite loose, it's really comfortable. I would be hesitant to travel a long distance and expect it to be fine at the other end, so if you have an event to go to, I would strongly recommend taking a mirror and doing it when you get there, because you're not going to lose any time at all and your hair is going to look perfect. Of course, if you need it to stay and you're going in a really windy environment, you can always put some hairspray in. I've actually worn this to my cousin's wedding with a nice formal dress, and again, it suits really well. Okay, happy styling!